Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Anya. I'm so happy you're here. Today I'm doing a different kind of video. I haven't seen this exact video being done by other people. I actually got this video idea from my husband, my nice sculpted husband. He wanted me to tell you guys. He's so ridiculous. He's so funny. Oh, he's gonna kill me for saying that. But he came up with this idea. He said, why don't you do a full face of makeup just using makeup from the bottom of your makeup drawer? Because I'm constantly like switching out makeup and trying new things that a lot of stuff in my collection just gets lost. These are not necessarily items that I hate. This is actually stuff that I've tried, I do like, or wanted to test out more and just didn't. The stuff that I hate is in a donation pile because it's stuff that I would never use. I'm gonna call this series bottom of my makeup drawer. What I'm going to do is every couple of months, I'm going to look at the bottom of my makeup drawer, maybe try to refine a new favorite. If you are excited for this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and let's get into the video. Alright, so let me pull my hair back. Hold on. Now I look so sophisticated, don't I? The only item I'm missing is actually setting spray. That is the only thing that I don't put back there. I actually keep all of my setting sprays really close and I kind of use them quickly. I'm going to go ahead and get started with primer. And the primer that I'm using, I do remember liking it a lot. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer. And it does hydrate like it says. It has a tack to it. And it does fill your pores nicely. So while the primer is sort of just setting in, I'm gonna go into my eyes. I usually do my eyes before my foundation. If this is your first time here, this is normal for me. And I'm going to be using a primer base. This is the High Definition Eyeshadow Base from NYX. I remember not hating that primer, but I also remember not loving it either. Like, it didn't do that much for me. The next item I have is this Physicians Formula Translucent Powder. It looks like in the pan. I'm going to go ahead and set my eyes. I do like that powder. It's just not as good, in my opinion, as the Coty Airspun powder. I have three eyeshadows. The first one is this Milani Everyday Eyes Eyeshadow Collection in Earthy Elements. The shadows in here are very good. They're very buttery, very creamy. My only issues is it's sort of like a waste because these two are very similar in color and so are these two. The next one I have is this Dreamcatcher palette by NYX. All of this is shimmery eyeshadows. They're beautiful, very creamy. That is another contender. The next one I have is this Face Profusions palette. I got this at TJ Maxx and I like Profusion for the most part. And this is a sort of book thing. Comes with a mirror. You have eyeshadows in here. You have some blushes up here, a bronzing shade. This is like a contour shade. You have a highlight in here. You have stuff to do your brows with and some lip products down here. This is actually a good palette if you can find it still. I don't know if they still make it. I'm going to pull like a shade from each or a few shades from each and sort of see what kind of look I can come up with. I think I'm going to start with the Profusions Face Palette. I'm going to mix these two shades right here and that's what I'm going to use in my crease. That came out so nice. And I'm going to take this orangey shade right here and apply that to my crease. I'm going to sort of mix these two just to blend out the top of that eyeshadow. I'm going to take this shade, it's like a chromey color, on my finger and I'm just going to apply that all over the lid. Really a pretty color. I'm going to go into this shade right here in the Milani palette and I'm just going to apply that to the center of my lid. And now I'm just going to clean up any fallout that I had. I'm going to go into this cream shade here at the bottom. And I'm going to take this shade right here. I have a few different options as far as foundation goes. This is the Revlon Age Defying Cream Makeup. This one right here. Then I have the Rimmel Match Perfection 24-hour moisture that's supposed to have pore blurring effect. I remember not really loving this one, but I have used a lot of it. And then I have the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-hour foundation. And lastly, I have the Physicians Formula Super BB Insta Ready BB cream. I'm going to go in with the Rimmel Match Perfection foundation, and I'm going to mix it with the Lasting Finish foundation as well. Let's see how that works together. Ugh, I love the smell of Rimmel foundation. So that is what the foundation is looking like. I kind of remember why I stopped sort of using it. It is itching my face pretty intensely. It seems to be a common theme with foundations. I don't know what my skin is like allergic to. If that happens to you guys, please comment down below. Let me know if you guys experience that as well with some of these foundations, an itching sensation, because my face is itching so bad. The next thing I have are concealers, and one of these I remember not loving. The other one was meh for me, and I was going to use it all and I just forgot about it. The one that I didn't really like, the Milani Retouch and Erase Light Lifting Concealer, and then I have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer, and I think they're both kind of drying, so that's probably why I haven't worn them. But I'm gonna test them out again because gotta give it a fair shot, right? Alright, so that is what the foundation and concealer is looking like. I think it looks pretty good. I'm going to set my face very lightly with the Physicians Formula translucent powder, and I will be right back. Next thing I have is contour and bronzer, and I'm going to be using the Physicians Formula Matte Sculpting Bronze Booster Highlight and Contour Kit. I did a video on this. I did really like this. I just completely forgot about it. That is what the contour and bronzer is looking like. I remember why I stopped using this and why it kind of got left is because the packaging. I usually bronze with a brush that looks like this, just because this doesn't give you any harsh lines when you're bronzing with this. It's kind of difficult to get in there because the actual packaging doesn't open all the way, so it's hard to get a big fluffy brush in there. So I think what I'm going to do is actually depot these and use them in a magnetic palette. Thing I have is blush. I actually remember using this one a lot on my channel. This is the e.l.f. blush palette in dark, and I love this palette. My favorite shade in this whole palette is this orangey peachy reddish shade. It's such a pretty color. My only issue with this palette is it is so pigmented. It's not even funny. I think I'm gonna mix these two. Just one time is enough, and make sure you don't do what I just did. My pan just broke. That sucks so bad. That was such a pretty color. Well, life happens. Well, that might be another one that I have to depot. I do love this a lot, and I've had this a while, so for that to break now is kind of sad. But I do recommend that palette. It's very good. I'm going to put it back in my rotation for sure. I'm going to clean this up because I can't stand that it's not cleaned up. Hold on, I'll be right back. Now that that's all cleaned up, which is fun to clean up, by the way, I'm going to move right along into highlighters. This Wet n Wild Boozy Brunch. It's really, really pretty and very, very, very intense. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this highlight to my face. Look at that. You see how pretty that is? It looks wet on your face. It's beautiful. I don't remember why I didn't use it. And the pan, you get a huge amount of product in here. I think it's like $4. That is beautiful. That is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful highlight. Okay, so next I'm going to do my brows. One that I've actually stopped using since I found my Lala Fox one is actually my e.l.f. brow pencil. I do still really love this brow pencil. Okay. So that is the eyebrows done. I still really love this brow pencil. It's like the most perfect color for me. Right, so the next thing I have is this ColourPop liner, the Swerve eyeliner. I used to love it a lot. And then I just found other eyeliners that I like better. So I don't think that this is horrible, but it's not my favorite anymore. I'm gonna go ahead and use this to tight line really quick. I gotta fix my under eyes. My under eyes are looking a little like crepey. I'm gonna go back in with this brush and sort of fix my eyes. I'm gonna take this taupey shade on my lower lash line. The orange shade, just bringing that closer to my lash line. And I'm actually gonna mix these two here and get it very, very close to smudge out my lash line. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Anybody know where that's from? Comment down below if you know where that's from. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm going to go in with this white shade right here. It's like a pearly shade. This palette is where it's at. Hopefully I can find all the products today and link them down below for you guys. Next I have mascara. This is the Wet n Wild Max Fanatic Cat Eye Mascara. I don't remember loving this and I don't remember hating it. I remember the brush being very wonky. I'm just going to go for it today. Let's see. The wand sort of reminds me of the Supersizer wand from CoverGirl, which I was not a fan of that mascara. And I don't remember how this mascara wore. It is defining my lashes really nice. That is what the eyes and everything looks like. The only thing I don't have is a setting spray, so I'm going to apply my setting spray off camera because it's not something that's in the drawer. The last thing I have is lips, and I actually was shocked at how many lipsticks and lip liners I have that I don't use. What I did was I just pulled lipsticks that I thought would go good with the look that I created. I literally just got up and did this. What I have is this Milani Amore Matte Lip Cream in Pretty. It's like a pinky nude. And then I have the Pink Sugar Nude Lipstick from Wet n Wild. I don't hate them, but they're not my favorite, which is probably why they're just sort of on the side of everything, because I don't reach for these a lot. Next, I have the Nabi. I think that's how you pronounce it, Nabi. This is a brand sold at Sally's, and this is in the shade Espresso. This is just a lip liner. It's like a brown lip liner. And then I have the NYX Butter Gloss in Angel Food Cake. This is like a very pretty mauvey pink, but it's not as mauvey as it looks in the tube. It's kind of more sheer than that. So I think I'm going to line my lips in Espresso, kind of fill them in the middle with Pink Sugar, and then if I need a gloss, I'll use this one. Okay, so that is the completed look. I think it came out really nice, and I am excited to rediscover these products and sort of put them back into rotation. When my husband said that I should do this video, I sort of thought about it and I was like, man, how many things do I just push to the side? And especially with all this new holiday stuff that's coming out and you're like, ooh, I want this, I want this, I want this. Maybe take a step back and sort of look at your collection and say, what can I use that looks like that? What can I use instead of that? Do I really need that? I think that this is going to be something that I do every time a big launch comes out or a big sale comes out, just because I need to know for myself if I really need new products. I think my look came out amazing. It's a good reminder that you don't always necessarily need what's new. You might already have really good products in your collection that you just forgot about. So I'm excited to create this tag. If you guys try out this tag, make sure you tag me on Instagram. I'd love to see the looks that you come up with. My Instagram handle is City Blush. I also have Twitter and Snapchat at City Blush as well. Let me know down below if you plan on doing this as well. And again, tag me in any looks that you create. I would love to see it. That is it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you in my next one. Bye. Now I got lipstick on my teeth. How long has that been there? I hope I didn't do that whole outro with lipstick on my teeth. Woo, I just almost dropped a foundation. That would have been bad. The high definition. This. I'm gonna face. This. You have. Think. Yeah, it's a little bit cray-cray, but that's okay.